The latest press conference between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk quickly dissolved into chaos after John Fury spilled water at the unified world heavyweight champion. The pair had maintained a very serene press conference some weeks ago. John Fury was absent, and rather than have his noisy father around him, Tyson Fury was surrounded by Spencer Brown, Eddie Hearn, and Frank Warren. This saw him speak to his opponent softly and restored some decorum to the atmosphere. But their most recent presser yesterday had the Fury family members grace the occasion. Hence, John Fury was very much present to ensure the transitioning from peace to chaos was super smooth.
People in Liverpool, and you're turned out not to be one of them, pal. I know some good people in Liverpool, and I tell you what, you are a disgrace to Liverpool. I'm a cunt and I'm an arsehole.
The chaos began when John Fury was asked to speak, and he spent most of the time promising Usyk a whopping he'd never received, and boasting that his just son will knock out Oleksandr Usyk and prove to the Ukrainian and the entire boxing world that he was the real king of the heavyweight division. Then Usyk trolled him subtly, alluding to the chaos that happened in Tyson Fury's corner during their undisputed World Heavyweight Championship clash, where John Fury kept complicating and interrupting the flow of communication in Tyson Fury's corner.
It looks like the respect was very short-lived. Darren?
No, they swallowed it and I called it off. Fuck you, big size.
The disorderly corner had their mess culminate in a wrong information passed to the Gypsy King in the final round, where he was told he was ahead on the scorecards. This disrupted his game plan, made him more relaxed, and ended up in him getting the first defeat of his career. Hence, while John Fury promised Oleksandr Usyk a knockout, Usyk jokingly responded, "You may have to die and not be in his corner, so he'll achieve that." This infuriated John Fury, got him off his feet, and the water bottle closest to him seemed like the best weapon of revenge at the moment. He spilled the water over some of those on the seat till it reached Usyk. Even those on his side were angry at him spilling water on them too. Though, while they could hold back their fury, those Oleksandr Usyk's side got up and confronted him. Trust John Fury never to step back. He kept moving forward with Tyson Fury's team members until it took a good number of security men to get in between them. For the next few minutes, the press conference was in disarray until all men on both teams had been pacified enough to take their seats back. It's sad that John Fury is quickly building a solid reputation for himself as an orchestrator of chaos in the boxing world, as it won't be surprising to see him banned from press boxing matches and meetings soon. Even Andy Lee, Tyson Fury's assistant trainer, had similar complaints to make about John Fury. During the first fight, questions arose about the clarity of instructions from Fury's corner. Andy Lee admitted that there were probably too many voices, which may have caused some confusion. This time, Lee has emphasized that Sugar Hill Stewart's voice will be the primary one to prevent distractions.
Andy, what went wrong in the corner on that night?
Nothing went wrong in the corner. Nothing.
In a recent interview with Boxing Scene, Lee stated, "Sugar should have been the only voice, and he will be the only voice in the next fight." Lee also explained that, although Fury trusts his team, there has been deep reflection on what happened in May. One key factor, Lee mentioned, was a cut Fury sustained before the first fight, which prevented continuous training and limited his preparation. When you lose, you're open to criticism, but it shows Tyson trusts his team, that he doesn't want to change. A lot of guys would have looked for an excuse, blamed it on the team, but he's not changing his team, Lee said.
John was saying a lot of good things. He was giving good advice, but he's also come from a perspective of a dad who's watching his son in a fight. And then you've got Sugar Hill, who did...
In the interview, Andy Lee explained that during the first fight, he was informed that Fury was 2 rounds down, prompting him to intervene. "I was told and I believed he was 2 rounds down, so I had to speak up about that. His dad was giving him great advice, I thought, but he's also a dad and that's his son. Do you know what I mean?" Sugar should have been the only voice, and listen, I think he will be the only voice in the next fight. But it shows Tyson trusts his team, that he doesn't want to change. Other guys would have looked for an excuse, blamed it on the team, but he's not changing his team. Hopefully it works out for him.
Who is always the main voice in the corner, who Tyson listens to anyway. And they have their shorthand of phrases and things they work on during the gym that they know that Tyson understands what Sugar's saying.
He acknowledges that in a close fight like that, effective communication and quick decisions are vital. For this rematch, his expectation is that the team will be better coordinated and that Fury will maintain optimal physical condition. For Lee, a solid preparation this time around will be crucial, as he believes Fury can perform better with an uninterrupted camp. He explained that boxing requires a unique, specific fitness level, something Fury didn't achieve in the previous fight due to his injury. This time, he is confident that Fury will be in better physical shape, positively impacting his performance. I want to see Tyson in training, in camp sparring, going through the rounds, doing 10 rounds regularly in sparring, said Lee.
Sugar knows what Tyson's like. Tyson will understand what Sugar says if nobody else does, in terms of the phrases he uses. My input was...
He's overcome so much that this isn't even the biggest battle he's ever faced. He's probably had harder fights, bigger challenges in boxing, and he's had much bigger challenges in life, so this will be nothing for him, added Lee. Andy Lee emphasized that in this rematch, Fury will need to improve in several aspects to counter Usyk's style. He stressed that Fury must maintain focus and pressure throughout all rounds without taking breaks. He needs to push Usyk back, he added. Moreover, Lee is optimistic about Fury's potential for improvement in this fight, while he believes that Usyk, though he could also improve, won't do so as significantly.
Sugar knows what Tyson's like. Tyson will understand what Sugar says if nobody else does, in terms of the phrases he uses. My input was...
Some even claimed Fury's father had been a hindrance to him during the fight, rather than a help as he sought to overcome Usyk. Fans suggested that his presence distracted from tactical advice being offered by his coach Andy Lee and trainer Sugar Hill Stewart, costing his son the fight.
I don't think we're ever going to hear John Fury say those words again. John Fury was screaming over the top of Sugar Lee, right? So your corner is sitting there getting conflicting advice.
One fan wrote, Fury's corner consisted of two incredibly intelligent boxing people in Sugar Hill and Andy Lee trying to impart some astute tactical game plan, only to be repeatedly drowned out by John Fury shouting, "Use the jab, we're fighting men." John Fury shouldn't be anywhere near this, constantly talking to two guys who actually know what they are talking about, another added. One thing is certain though, Tyson Fury needs to keep John Fury out of the training camp, the build-up, and especially out of his corner for the next fight.
Don't be afraid to slide in. Slide in. Quit pulling back or you're getting caught. Win these 2 rounds. Go.
You need a cool, calm, collected corner.
The man is a huge hindrance and distraction to the team as a whole, claimed a third. A clip had shown Stewart offering Fury advice ahead of the final 2 rounds of the fight, saying, "Don't cross your goddamn legs, be ready to punch," before adding, "Don't be afraid to slide in, quit pulling back or you'll get caught." John Fury could also be heard offering advice to his son, repeatedly saying, light punches, light punches.
The corner work for 60 seconds in a situation where the stakes are so high is absolutely vital. A lot of the time, they don't need to tell them how to box.
He was also heard talking over Stewart telling Fury to box and move, while Fury was told by his corner that he was winning the fight. A fan claimed John Fury's comments contradicted Stewart's tactical advice, potentially adding confusion for Tyson Fury ahead of the final rounds. John Fury was basically contradicting what Sugar Hill was saying in the corner, telling Fury to box and move and throw light punches after Hill told him to take the fight to Usyk and throw power shots. One fan wrote,
But you need to calm their minds and you need to give them an accurate reflection of what is going on in the fight and therefore go out there, spot 1 or 2 key little things. You can't have...
embarrassing corner sideshow. That's not how you win big fights. Another commented Stewart needed to kick John Fury out of the corner. Too many cooks and all that. John Fury isn't even a decent cook. Embarrassing. Despite being told he was winning the fight heading into the final 2 rounds, Fury ultimately ended up on the wrong side of the judge's verdict. Usyk was awarded the 11th round by the 2 judges, who ultimately awarded him the contest, but Fury was awarded the final round on each of their scorecards.
People shouting all over the place. That's absolute madness. When I was fighting in mixed martial arts, I had Jason Perillo, my lead guy. I had Brady Fink, who was my grappling coach, and he would give...
As well as being a vocal presence in Tyson's corner during the fight, John Fury also caused controversy in the build-up to the undisputed world heavyweight title showdown. What was even more funny was what happened after the scorecards were announced, as John Fury appeared dejected and angry with the ruling. He promptly turned away from the celebrations occurring among Usyk and his team, exchanging brief words with one of Tyson's trainers. Judging by John's prior comments, he was likely quite surprised by the outcome of the bout. One round is undisputed. While in Tyson's corner in between rounds 11 and 12, the 59-year-old implored his son not to make any mistakes, asserting, "1 round to undisputed." On the heels of the fight, Tyson reaffirmed that his team told him that he'd done enough in the 12 rounds to win. "I thank Oleksandr for the good fight. It was a close fight, but I thought I did enough," he said during the post-fight press conference. "I'm not a judge and I can't judge a fight while I'm boxing it. If they'd said to me before the last round that I was down, I would have gone and tried to finish it, but everyone in the corner believed we were up. All I had to do was just keep boxing and keep doing what I was doing, and I was getting it."
Good fight. It was a close fight, you know. I believed, like, I thought I did enough, but, you know, I'm not a judge. I can't judge a fight while I'm boxing it. You know, if they would have said...
Fans online quickly slammed Tyson's dad and his team for giving poor advice in the closing minutes of the bout. His corner totally misjudged that. Might have been a different situation had they told him he was losing during the later rounds, one ex-user wrote, with another adding, "Fury's dad completely contradicts the head coach."
Said to me in the last round or whatever, you're down, go out and try and finish him. I would have done that, but we believe, everyone in the corner believed we were up. You know, all I had to do was just keep boxing and...
Fury, who was built like a barn door, had a professional boxing career spanning 8 years, from 1987 to 1995, and had 13 bouts. But there were bare-knuckle fights too.
Arabia, nobody could ever put this fight on except Turkey Al Sheikh in the great kingdom of Saudi. And we're all here, we're enjoying it. And I can't express...
He has an unbridled passion around his sons when they are in camp, whether it be Tyson or Tommy, the latter a fledgling fighter who came to prominence after a stint on the reality television series Love Island. Tommy has gone on to fight influencers Jake Paul and KSI and is already a multi-millionaire. Father Fury describes his antics, including criticizing the media for their coverage of Tyson's world title triumph over Vladimir Klitschko, headbutting and punching a Perspex screen when Tommy fought KSI, or ripping off his shirt to get to Jake Paul as demonstrations of passion. Yet moments later, Fury Senior can be the calmest man in the room.
So much I enjoy this country, the people, and I just want to be like them. I want to be like the Saudis, because the worst man in Saudi is better than John Fury. There you are.
John, just very quickly, yesterday, we know that Carl Froch has a little pop every now and then.
"I'm passionate about everything that I do, even if it's just painting the walls in my house," Fury Center explained. "I want to get it done, blast it off. It's the same with anything. You are what you are. I'm an outspoken man. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I say it how it is. And in today's world, there aren't enough people who say it how it is, because they've got to think of the job. They've got to think of what other people think. I'm not interested in that because money is not my forte. I've got a roof over my head. I've got an old car to drive. I've got a few pounds in my pocket. I'll say what I want to say."
John, are you shocked by the amount of people that have gone against Tyson, especially in the UK?
No, because the Brits do that. The Brits are traitors, aren't they? They're traitor.
John Fury is one known never to shy away from the spotlight, and in the pre-fight press conference between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, John touted his son as the best heavyweight in boxing, in conflicted feelings with Mike Tyson. While Fury acknowledged Mike Tyson's accolades and paid homage to a boxing idol, he was tipping his son for a win against Mike Tyson's trainee, Francis Ngannou, and challenged Mike to a fight if Tyson Fury lost the match. "Mike Tyson, the man I named my son after, but you know what? Give me a special mention, the man who needs him. John Fury fears no man on earth. No matter what they've done, no matter what accolades, John Fury only fears one person, and he's not even of this world. That's God Almighty."
People, the Mike Tyson then made me son after me son Tyson. But you know what? Give me a special mention. The man who bred him. John.
It's no news that John Fury named his son Tyson Fury. After Mike Tyson, one more reason why John was disappointed at Mike for training Ngannou. When asked about the phenomenon of Mike Tyson knowing Tyson Fury was named after him, yet choosing to train his opponent, Jeff Mayweather had this to say: "I don't think he's backstabbing him because I don't think that Mike Tyson knew that actually his son was named after him. I don't think he knew. Maybe nobody ever told him. He ain't the only person named Tyson, is it?"
I don't think Mike Tyson knew that actually his son was named after him. I don't think that he knew that.
Oh, I'm sure he did. He has to know.
He was also asked about a chance of both boxers fighting soon in the boxing ring, and if John Fury had any chance of a victory. There's no chance there. I think he got two sons that are doing pretty good, making good money in the sport. I don't think I'll favor John to fight against Mike Tyson. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about his career other than his record, and if I go by his records, he has no chance at all. I mean, his son is good.
He said that if I go by his record, it means he has no chance at all.
I think you're underestimating people.
Yeah, I could be.
From Mayweather's comments, perhaps John Fury's disappointment at Mike Tyson is overboard. Back to the pre-fight press conference, where it all began. Then, the elder Fury, after claiming he wasn't scared of anyone, dropped a challenge for Mike Tyson. "Here I am. Any man alive wants to fight John Fury. I'm ready to go. Mike Tyson, what have you got to say to that? The world is going to see what's going to happen to your man. Your man will get his head boxed off and stopped. Don't you worry about that. If I'm wrong, me and you will fight straight after. Whatever the outcome, me and you will fight."
Friends want you to pick sides. But, I mean, Leonard's smart enough not to pick sides, and he just kept it business.
It seems like...
Initially ignoring John Fury, Tyson laughed the comments off and kept his focus on Ngannou's victory, shouting that Francis Ngannou will be the heavyweight champion of the world. When he was to respond to John Fury's challenge at the press conference, he gave a brief response. "He's been chasing me for 40 years.
Tell how I am tonight. I'm on fire myself. I've got the ring of fire all around me, and I'm not fighting."
How do you envision the fight playing out on Saturday?
It'll be a good fight. They're both good men.
Before he could say more, Ngannou cut in and gave his suggestion. "I'll take care of your son and Mike Tyson will take care of you. How about that? Mike Tyson will handle you." John seemed to drop the challenge at the press conference, but he picked it up again after making claims that Mike Tyson should stop the embarrassment he's bringing to himself by training Ngannou.
Would you want to see a potential AJ Tyson Fury fight in Saudi Arabia?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're looking for that, you know. I love AJ. You know, ton of respect for him.
Don't embarrass yourself, Mike. Honestly, he can't beat my son. Just be a man and say we've come here to try our hardest, but we're messing with the best in the world. Then from nowhere, John dropped the final challenge for Mike just about the end of the conference. "I'm not saying I can beat this great man. I'm not saying I'll beat you, Mike, but I'll fight you and do the best I can. That's who my mother bred, a fighting man." With his final challenge, he seemed to be conceding defeat already. However, with the evidence of the pre-fight press conference, it's become quite clear why John Fury has lashed out at Mike Tyson so angrily.
Tyson will bully him and knock him out. He's going to bully him, he's going to do everything with a kitchen sink. He'll box him, he'll fight him, he'll tear him to pieces. He'll break him down mentally and physically, it'll be all over in night.
But hold on, that's not all. The pre-fight press conference between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury may have started the fire, but what kept it burning to this point was also a controversial statement from Mike Tyson when he was asked about John Fury's challenge. Tyson was both merciless and brutal in his comments. "So I've seen that big Fury idiot doing what he does best, talking. I tell you this, if John Fury puts my name in his mouth one more time, I'll come and fight that idiot in his yard or Billy Joe Saunders' fucking yard or on Maka fucking beach while his son watches." What are your thoughts on John Fury's most recent mischief? Do you think he should really be banned from boxing matches? Let's know your thoughts in the comments section. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.